Well, I think the time has come where we need to talk all things Bachelor. The time has finally come because I really want to know thoughts on this upcoming season of The Bachelorette. What is going on?
Right? I am dying to know. I am not in the know. I haven't asked to be in the know. I'm sure I could be in the know. Yes, just dying. All I know is that I just want people to find love. So whether it's Claire or Tayshia or anyone else, I just want them to find love, you know?
Well, Trista, as the OG Bachelorette, do you think it was okay that Claire allegedly quit the show after meeting the one? Thoughts on that?
Honestly, I would love to just reserve the right to comment later because who knows if that's actually the case. I need to know kind of what happened before I can comment. And like I said, I just want her to be happy. So whatever happened, I just want her to be happy. I love that Tayshia is getting the opportunity as well. It seems from all that we've heard. He doesn't pay a whole lot of attention, but
No, I will say, like, if that is what happened, I think it's kind of cool that someone finally bucked the trend and was like, oh, I know exactly who I'm going to pick, and why would I go through this whole nightmare situation and lead other people on potentially? And you know, if the point truly is to find love and you find it right away, then find it right away. So I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it's different, and you know, you got to support it either way, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me because looking back, if given the opportunity, Trista, do you think you would have maybe done the same?
I was in a totally different boat. You know, I had my heart broken on the first Bachelor. 2 days before, he told me he was going to choose me. So I really held everything really close to the chest and like didn't give him any reciprocation that I was falling for him. And so I waited until the very last day. I knew that he was the one I was thinking about when I was with other guys on other dates. And I knew that I was drawn to everything about him. And I was falling, but I didn't want to give into that until the very last minute because I didn't know if there would be some kind of deal breaker revealed, or something would happen where my mind would change, like Alex's seemed to, at least to me. So, you know, for me, it was a totally different situation. And, you know, I think if she came into it and she knew exactly what she wanted and she was only drawn to one guy, which is definitely possible. And, you know, I know there have been rumors about them connecting on social media. Who knows if that happened prior? But if she's happy and she's in love and Tayshia gets this opportunity and she finds a guy too, then hey, 2 birds with 1 stone, you know?
Exactly. Now, do you have any advice for Claire as Bachelor Nation is about to watch what went down and might face a little criticism, might not? Do you have any advice for her as the OG Bachelorette?
I think just to stay strong, hold your ground. She knows her life. She knows her relationship. She knows her experience better than anyone. You know, so she really just has to stay strong and hold true to what she went there for, and that's for love. And if she found it, who cares what everybody else says? You know, just stay with what she wanted to find, and hopefully that's so.
So you guys are gonna watch this season, though, right?
I am. Maybe not him.
I go to bed so early these days.
He does. He has to commute from where we live up in the mountains to Denver. So when he works, and he works 24-hour shifts, he has to be there at 6 in the morning. So he leaves here at 4 in the morning. So he has to go to bed super early. If I get to watch with him, then I will. But usually it's just me. Which is okay.
I do enjoy watching it with her, but it's not a high priority.
Yeah.
Understand. But a lot has changed since you guys first found love on the show. What do you think is the biggest thing that is different about the show since you guys were on?
So much. I mean, social media, I think, is the biggest one. Yes, we had message boards back in the day, and people would go on there and comment, and everything wasn't always very nice. So we had similar, but people couldn't directly get in touch with you, through your DMs. So I think just that, plus the possibility of becoming an influencer afterwards, has a lot of people going on the show who maybe wouldn't have if the show was still, if we were back, 15, 18 years ago.
Right. Do you guys still think that it's real and authentic? Because obviously it worked for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the people. My hope is always that they are authentic, that they truly there for the right reasons. So I think that it is. I think the bottom line is that they want to create relationships, out of the show, whether it's Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, any of the spin-offs that they have. They want to create relationships. Obviously, they want to be able to create a television show around those relationships, but the ultimate premise is that they create relationships. Sorry, our dog is barking at a bird.
This is what we get.
This is real life. This is real life.
2020 right there. But you guys obviously, right? You guys have been together for a while. So what is your secret to your successful Bachelor Nation relationship? Like, do you have one little secret that you have?
We have lots. We're not going to give them all away. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think?
I think that we have managed to find a way to both support each other and then allow for each of us to be ourselves as well. So, and that kind of goes hand in hand. That started right from the beginning when Trista was willing to move here to Vail, to where it's predominantly winter time, and she's sort of a warm weather person. So she did that to support me, and then then I try to try as hard as I can to support her in turn with things that she enjoys to do. So you just have to kind of find a way to work together and make sure that we're able to allow each of us to be ourselves, rather than, I think, oftentimes going on television or becoming sort of a celebrity can start to influence you to be a little less authentic. And I think we've just done a good job at ensuring that each of us still has the opportunity to be our authentic selves. And when you're that, then you have a pretty good chance, I think, at success. And then we have our kids, and our kids, like, they are both of our focus, and that really keeps you going. And it almost keeps you distracted from everything else, because you just want to make sure your kids are happy and healthy and enjoying who they are as young people. And so that kind of brings us together and helps us kind of stay focused on what's important.
Because your kids know that you met on a reality show, right? Do they know that yet?
Mm-hmm.
They do. Yeah, and actually it's coming up more and more. I went to school to take Max's scooter or something for after school, and one of the girls came up to me and she said, "You were the first Bachelorette?" And I was like, I guess people are talking still. The kids, I think it's a thing now. Now they have their smartphones, they have their devices, so they know kind of more and more about celebrity life. And even though we don't necessarily consider ourselves celebrities, we, if you Google us, you'll find a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of articles. So I think that it's becoming more and more of a thing, although less and less of a thing for one of our children, Max. He could care less. Like, he wanted nothing to do with all of that. Blakeslee, on the other hand, thinks it's pretty cool. So.
Will you let them watch the show coming up? I know they're pretty still young, but in the future?
You know, I had some girlfriends over, as well as Blakeslee, my daughter, watching the Greatest Seasons Ever episode. And so she got to see a little bit of it. I wanted to show her that because it was kind of more like a highlight reel than sitting down and watching all of the dates. Like, it's weird to see your mom, who she's always been with your dad, hopefully. You know, so for her, it was strange seeing me on interacting with any other guy than Ryan. So it's up to them. You know, it's not like we're gonna keep it from them. I don't even know that we could keep it from them with technology. But I feel like we've raised them pretty well, and they know who we are on a day-to-day basis, and that we're in love, and that we are solely focused on our family. So, you know, whatever happened in the past happened in the past, but it got us to each other and to our family.
And we got to talk about you guys teaming up with MDA's Fill the Boot campaign. Tell us about that. Why did you guys want to get involved?
You know, people have probably gotten accustomed to seeing us out on the sidewalks with the boots, and the whole Fill the Boot campaign has always been the traditional way that they've raised money with firefighters. But COVID has changed that, like it has so many things. And so now we're trying to work a little bit more of an online campaign, just still trying to reach out, get people to contribute, because it's a really worthwhile cause. Trista and I became friends with a young lady, Mackenzie, several years ago when I was with Vail. And we really got to know firsthand the effect that the MDA has on both the individual and the family, and it really touches your heart. And so when you see that, you want to do whatever you can to help out those individuals and those families. And you know, MDA is struggling, like a lot of charities are, to stay afloat. And so we just felt like it's really important for us to do anything we can do to kind of help facilitate growth and facilitate these opportunities for you know, people with neuromuscular disease.